Welcome to Nordic True Crime. We are a weekly podcast covering a wide range of crimes from Europe's most northern countries. So if you're after a smorgasbord of real crime from the dark and frozen regions of the Nordics, then give us a try. Find us on iTunes or at nordictruecrime.podbean.com. On Twitter and Facebook at Nordic True Crime, or on your podcast provider. And as we say in Sweden, ta hand om dig.
Thank you for letting us in.
Burying bodies out in the desert.
Neighbors claimed they practice witchcraft.
Quiet. Everything will be fine.
Look, I have had a fucking turkey frank wrapped in a single slice of American cheese and a handful of almond slivers, and I am sucking on some blueberry flavored water because it's diet time. And somebody's had too much fucking beer celebrating spring and Walpurgisnacht and all kind of Beltane's festivity, and somebody got a little fat. So it's that type of episode today.
She
Damn
is
it.
angry today.
I'm mad.
She's mad.
I'm
She's
mad.
big mad.
I ain't had no carbs. Welcome to the haunted heart, bastards.
The fuck is wrong? Why are you... I don't understand.
I'm running a carb deficiency. The fuck you don't understand. We record in a room surrounded by mirrors. Look at me. Look at what
I'm
lays
looking.
before you.
Shit, bitch, look at me too.
That's true.
Fuck.
Join me in the single turkey frank community.
Hey, they were in my fridge.
It's true. It's true. So usually when we do the podcast, I come over and eat a bunch of Kitty's food.
Likewise.
Like fudge rounds and shit. Yeah. And you eat food in my house. Yeah. But today I wanted to do that because it's my pattern. But I also wanted to meet my macros.
The fuck is a macro?
It's like fat and carbs and protein. It's actually like supposedly like if it fits your macros, it's supposed to be like a free spirit way of dieting, but it fucking blows.
Like if it's like
nothing
chakras.
Nothing I fucking like fits my macros,
If
man.
it's in alignment with my macros.
Do
can
fucking do 8
Does
heated
dick count
Hershey
as a macro?
No, protein. I put that down for like 2 grams of protein. Only if you swallow
Only 2?
though.
Oh.
Only if you swallow. 2 to 5. 5's generous. He's got to be healthy. Strapping young lad.
Well, guys, we have now segued into the food and sex podcast for you this week.
Absolutely. We've segued into how many macros does dick count as?
Important topics.
I would zero everything else out except protein. Maybe sodium. It's probably got some sodium in it.
I would say so.
Yeah.
Not that I would know.
Unless he ain't real hydrated, and then it's probably got some fiber in it too, girl. The gloppy kind.
Ugh. No. We're disgusting
Not it.
people tonight.
This is my brain without carbs. It's not good. It's not a good place. I don't recommend it. And I've been dieting for like 3 whole days, and I'm not skinny yet, so I don't know if it's working.
She's a monster. She came busting through my door tonight, and I was like, who the fuck are you?
Yeah, it's not good. I don't get, they say you get headaches and stuff. I don't really get headaches. I just get like really over it.
What's different?
That's a fair point. That's true. Very true. I'm really hydrated, though. My skin elasticity is really good right now.
Awesome.
And speaking of good skin, you know who has great skin?
Who?
Our friends to the north.
Oh!
I don't mean Canada. I mean the land of Alexander Skarsgård and his way hotter brother, Bill Skarsgård.
A+. Yes, we love Bill Skarsgård.
I'm about him. What movie was it that I was watching that he popped up in? Deadpool 2.
I haven't seen that.
He's in Deadpool 2. He has like this tiny cameo, and I about lost my mind.
What was that show he was in on Netflix? Hemlock Grove. Wasn't he in Hemlock Grove? I think he was.
I don't know if he was. That was before I was into him. I was into him once he played Pennywise.
Yes.
It turned me on a little bit.
Oh, totally.
Yeah. I like
Absolutely.
He's funny.
When that eye...
You know, I always say I like a funny man. So, you know, it just works that way.
You just want to join him down there in that gutter.
Absolutely.
They all float down there.
Kenny and I were having a discussion earlier about how Steve Martin is like... I have always been very attracted to Steve Martin in Little Shop of Horror. And he doesn't see it.
He's weird.
Oh, God, I love him so much. Him in those leather pants and that, like, jacket. Bless it. Bless it.
It's the dark hair that's just weird. I don't get it.
It is weird.
The
He
black
should have white hair because he went gray early and he's always had white hair and he should have white hair. In my mind, when I think about it, he has white hair, but he's wearing the same outfit.
The black hair just weirds me out.
Well, because it's so obviously like dyed. I feel bad. What if it wasn't dyed? What if he was like, actually, I went gray at like 50?
Ooh.
No, it's not true. He went gray earlier.
Who the fuck were we talking about again?
Oh, fuck. We segued away from our segue.
We really did.
I'm sorry for coughing. In addition to being sick, I am also...
In addition
to
to
dieting, I am also sick. I'm sorry for that, too.
We had, like, what, two episodes where you were...
I think it might have been 3.
Maybe 3?
Where I
you were
wasn't
healthy?
fucking dying.
Great.
Yeah. It's fine. All the love you guys sent us killed me.
It made her sick.
It did. It literally made me sick.
No, but we are talking about our friends, Nordic True Crime. We are now.
We are now.
I'm gonna get this fucking shit train back on track.
Where does the shit train go? Like, where's the final destination of the shit train?
Shitville.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Is that like You're in Town?
Yes.
The musical? Is it also a musical?
Sure.
Good.
Shitville, the musical.
Shitville, make it happen.
Shitville, the podcast.
Hashtag the shit out of it. Hashtag Shitville, the musical. Tagline.
No, but we are talking about our friends, Nordic True Crime.
Damn, that was a rough segue.
Damn. Took me forever to get that out.
Yes, Nordic True Crime. You heard their spot at the beginning of the episode. They are fun times. They release episode, surprise episodes. They don't do like an every Wednesday.
Yeah, it's like it's just a weekly podcast, so they cover a lot of really interesting crimes and stuff, but they're mostly all based out of Northern Europe.
Yes. So if you like pale people and
is that
blonde hair, you should listen to their podcast. No, they actually do cover some really interesting cases and cases that aren't necessarily super well known. So if you are the type of person like me and you consume every true crime podcast that exists and you literally know everything about John Wayne Gacy and all these other motherfuckers who always get covered, this is a really good podcast to listen to because it's different cases that you maybe haven't even heard of, or that you haven't heard as much about.
Yes, and their last episode was their 12th episode titled The Police Killers, which was released on May 24th. Definitely recommend checking it out. As far as their description, Hollywood is famous for its outlandish, over-the-top scripts. This week's episode of Nordic True Crime resembles one of those scripts, Neo-Nazis, a famous playwright, car chases, arson, war crimes, and murder. It has it all.
But does it have... What the fuck is that music?
What music? I don't hear music, Katie.
Hang on.
There's no music.
There was. It was like a car or something. Am I hallucinating?
I think you're hallucinating.
Are you a breadstick?
No, I'm
Some
not a
giant,
breadstick.
beautiful breadstick.
God, this is going to be a great episode.
It's really just buckle in. We're going to get feedback on it.
What kind of feedback?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
All those fancy followers.
Yes, hello to all the new people. I hope that you're enjoying what you've fucking signed up for. Woo.
Fuck.
Yeah. Welcome. Welcome to our circle. We
Yes.
hope that you're finding yourselves at home. We should probably call out at the top of the episode just in case, because I feel like we always do all of our social media shit at the end. So there's a bunch of shit that we have. We have an Instagram. A lot of you have found us through that.
Yes.
We're at the Haunted Heart Podcast on
Uh-huh.
Instagram. We also hang out on Twitter under the Haunted Heart handle. And we are also on Facebook. We have a closed Facebook group that is just for listeners of the show who want to talk about either what we talked about on the show or who want to talk about other creepy true crime things. And we try to post like bonus content. So like from last week's episode, we talked about the Yellow Deli and the 12 Tribes cult. And we posted the menu for the Yellow Deli and like just extra shit like that. And their manifestos. So if you like the type of stuff that we cover on the show and you want more content, you should definitely join the Facebook group.
Yeah, totally. We have some fun chats going on over there.
We definitely do. And feel free to share like stuff that you guys find too, if you know something about what we're covering. You should probably know more about it than us.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
We also just
We read
launched
some Wikipedia.
our Patreon.
We did.
Awesome. So excited about that.
We did. So Patreon is like level 2 of the Facebook group. So Facebook group is like level 1, entry level, talk, hang out with everybody. But the Patreon's where the real party is at. We actually have bonus audio and visual content. Visual content sounds weird. You get to see
It's
us.
visual content.
You get to see us. You get to hear us. And you get to hear shit and see shit that nobody else gets to see.
Because we save it all for you.
So extra clips of our bullshit from the show that didn't make it in the show.
And it's some funny shit, trust me.
I mean,
I think it is anyway. You know, I mean, just saying.
but Leo thinks it's funny. But Leo thinks he is funny.
You damn right I am. Don't even.
Oh my god.
Don't even. If you can't laugh at yourself, how the hell can you laugh at anybody else?
Thank you, RuPaul. He's gonna sue us. Yeah, so
Cease
anyway,
and desist letter
I
from
realized
RuPaul.
I wonder if it would be like with a glitter stamp. Like
I was
I
just
would want
thinking.
it to be extra. Like on satin paper. I would want that. Anyway,
It'd be like, you wear it well, but this is my shit.
but take it the fuck off. That'd be good. So join our Patreon. That's our spiel. Come hang out with us. We have a bunch of cool shit on there. We have a bunch of cool like levels of support. You'll get it when you read through our Patreon, but we're not trying to get rich off the podcast. We just want the podcast to fucking exist.
Grow.
Yes.
And be.
Yeah, we want to sound better. We want to, keep doing this shit with you guys because we think it's really fun and we really like interacting with all of you guys. So
Yeah, it's a creative outlet for us. So just any support will really just help us, help you if you like listening to us.
And
So,
also you get access to a bunch of cool shit.
Yeah.
Like extra materials and there's even some merch that you could get for free that is like super exclusive right now.
yes, still in the works, working on that, but should hopefully have some like teasers coming for you soon.
Yeah. And those will be released on the Patreon first.
Yes.
So get yourself over there if you love you some Haunted Heart.
So, bitch, what are we talking about today?
Today, I thought we would just get in our time travel machine.
Ooh, okay. I'm sitting.
We would get in our DeLorean.
I got it. That was the door. I shut the door.
Yes, that was the door of the time travel machine.
I shut the door. Okay, I'm in.
We would get in it, and we would go on back to the beautiful, beautiful 1990s.
We are talking the 90s.
And we would get up in all them horror guts, girl.
Smash them guts
Get
in.
up in that 90s horror. Yes. Ooh.
Yes, we are definitely talking about the 90s, specifically horror movies of the 90s.
This is what we was raised on, child.
We felt like last week we definitely did a lot of research, so we really weren't feeling that shit this week.
Not. There was a lot of information and words and like
a two-parter. Like whose idea was that?
Oh, God.
I think it was mine. Was it mine?
So off-brand. It was
think it was
definitely
mine.
yours.
Well, this week we're bringing it full horror 90s trash. Ready for it. We're gonna dig right in. Just go into it. I have to say, the 90s is probably one of my favorite decades for horror.
Mine too.
You would agree.
I agree.
Exactly. We saw a revitalization of the teen slasher genre,
Which is my favorite genre of horror.
I didn't know that. You
well,
like watching bitches get cut up?
I love watching bitches get cut up and then final girl bitches do some cutting up.
I kind of also
sure.
feel like you might like the guy who's doing the cutting up.
I'm gonna plead the fifth on that one.
Oh, really?
Sometimes I do. I don't like Jason. Fuck that.
What are you talking about Jason for? He's
But
not
Michael's
the
Bay.
90s.
That's true. I mean, I was talking
talking-
more generally. Yeah, that's true. I'm sorry. I ruined it.
Fuck.
I've ruined everything.
You ruined
I
everything.
ruined the illusion.
You ruined your podcast, Katie.
We don't really have a time machine.
God damn it, Katie. Fuck. No, but seriously, like, Scream, I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yes.
I really loved.
Scream is my motherfucking favorite.
Scream is my favorite too, but I also loved I Know What You Did Last Summer.
I Know What You Did Last Summer was really good too. For me, it will always be Scream because I think
of
Scream
course.
is just so fucking intelligent. Like, I love how meta Scream is.
For real.
And I love anything that tries to... That's why I really liked... I'm stepping out of the 90s again. But that's why I really like Your Next. Because Your Next paid homage to all of the, like, slashers, but it also kind of commented on the form. And it used the form to comment on itself to a more subtle degree than Scream. But I really love that concept in horror where the film will use its form to comment on its form.
Like
on
Horrorception.
Right, Horrorception. I love that shit. And it's even better when it's funny.
Oh, totally.
And it's even better when Drew Barrymore gets cut up in the first 5 seconds.
And that horrible shake and go blonde wig. Like,
damn, girl. That was rough.
that's iconic, though.
Did anyone else expect that wig to just come fucking flying off when he's, like, stabbing her in the chest at the very end with the phone? I expected that wig to just flip right off that head, because let me tell you something. I have worn a lot of wigs in my life for a lot of different events and Halloween parties, and if that shit had been me, that wig would have come flying back off that head,
really
honey,
would have.
like I was dancing at a wedding. Bless it.
But that's one of the most... It's so interesting, because that was such a, like, small part in the overall, like...
Oh, yeah. It was so smart. It was
but
very smart.
It is probably, like, honestly, one of the most iconic parts of that movie, or
Yeah.
one of the many. But, like, if you see anybody with a fucking handheld stretch antenna phone and a short blonde bob and a fucking crop sweater and jeans, who do you think?
Which you see every day. You see that every day.
Right. Right.
That's my go-to look. That's my Thursday look.
Exactly. We also saw the emergence of found footage with the Blair Witch Project.
Yes.
Which I went to the movie theaters and saw that.
Really?
I did.
Ooh.
And that was the thing. Like, it was... I believed it was real for the
Shaky
longest
cam.
time.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck, these people done went out into these woods. They done got themselves killed by this creepy witch lady. But you didn't even really see. That was the whole fun part of it, that you never saw it. Like, that's what was brilliant about it.
Mm-hmm. I enjoy greatly a small film, a small independent piece made with love, called The Blair Thumb
Oh, God.
by
not the
Steve
Blair
Odekirk. Do you
Thumb.
remember that?
I had completely forgotten about that until this moment.
Fucking The Blair Thumb. And then the guy that they lose, the first guy that they lose, what's his name? Jivs?
I can't remember anything
It's like
about it
Jiv.
now. I just remember that there's a Blair Thumb.
And they're running around screaming, Jim! It's so good, you guys. You have to be able to find it on the internet somewhere. But
I'm sure it's on YouTube.
Yeah, so just look for The Blair Thumb. And there's like a whole series of those movies. There was The Blair Thumb, Thumbtanic.
If they go to our
Thumb Wars
Facebook group,
yes, we will link
post links.
We will link it. I'm gonna
so you don't
link
have
it for you.
to tirelessly get on your YouTube and type away. We will link it for you.
It's true. We will link it.
So yes, that was definitely an iconic part of the 90s. We saw the emergence of David Fincher, who gave us the incomparable film Seven.
Bow down.
Uh-huh.
What's in the box? I've always wanted to make an internet meme that was like that clip from Seven. What's in the box? And then the clip from Danny Phantom. I'm the box ghost. And now I've told everyone about it. My idea's ruined.
Yeah. It's
Anyway.
ruined, Katie. One of our many listeners is gonna take your idea.
Do it. Take it. I'm not doing anything with it. Are you fucking kidding me?
Peter Jackson is another one who is probably most known for Lord of the Rings, but directed one of my personal favorites from the film, from the 90s, The Frighteners, with Michael J. Fox.
Uh-huh.
Love that. I probably haven't seen it in a hot-ass minute.
You haven't seen that movie in a long time.
But I used to watch, that used to be on repeat.
You haven't mentioned my favorite.
What?
Have the lambs stop screaming, Clarice?
Well, we'll get into that, obviously. This is the 90s, we're talking horror.
You know what you look like with your good bag and your cheap shoes?
Shut up, you've got to save those for later. Save it for later.
I'm not saving shit. We could die in this moment.
True. You could knock over one of these fucking candles and just burst into flames.
It's true. That's how the podcast is going to end, you guys. We're going to knock a candle over and just going to go up. I hope that your husband will post the episode after.
It somehow
it
somehow posts from the computer, and you just listen to us burn and scream in agony.
That's how I want to go.
But we do it.
I mean, I don't want to go that way, but I want you guys to hear it.
Maybe that's how we end. Maybe that's maybe that's what happens. We do it on purpose.
Absolutely.
We Thelma and Louise the fuck out of it.
Absolutely.
And just light ourselves up in flames.
Go. Mm-hmm. Either that or we murder each other.
Yeah, that too. Robert Rodriguez from Dusk Till Dawn, and The Faculty.
The fucking faculty. Oh my god, that movie's so good.
Teachers leave those kids alone.
Oh my god, yes, that's such a good movie.
I love that movie. And here's the thing, I am not the biggest sci-fi alien fan.
Oh yeah.
I'm not.
I am. Bring it all to me. I love a fucking sci-fi,
that is her jam.
It is.
She loves it.
All of it. I love the good sci-fi. I love the bad sci-fi.
I'm not about it. I go as far as The Faculty and Alien. That's about it.
I love that, The Faculty and Alien are being mentioned in the same, phrase.
Of course.
Okay.
I mean, fucking Josh Hartnett, man.
Josh Hartnett doesn't do it for me.
He
never
for me.
has. He never. He wasn't my guy. I loved Leo too much. I was very monogamous. Through the 90s.
Sure. Yeah.
He was. Leo was bae.
He was bae
for me.
Nah, not for me.
I used to sleep on. I used to. So Leonardo DiCaprio did a. It was, I forget what year it was. Maybe it was 94. He did a magazine cover for Nick Jr. magazine, or Nick magazine. It wasn't Nick Jr. He did a magazine cover, and I remember he's in front of a blue backdrop, and somebody got me that magazine. I think it might have been my grandma, and I slept with it under my pillow for legit 6 months.
Oh wow!
I was obsessed, and that's why I have my chickenpox scar up here.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I noticed. So I noticed that he also had a chickenpox scar and it was like up at the top of his nose. And so my mom, when I got chickenpox, my mom was like, don't scratch or you'll have a scar. And so I like picked that one spot and I was like, scratch, 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 so that I would have a conversation starter when I met him, because I was psychotic even at like 8.
Of course you were.
But yeah, no, Josh Hartnett was not my dude, but it's all good.
Yeah.
Wasn't he later in 40 Days and 40 Nights? Or
no, 30 Days.
30 Days of Night.
30 Days of Night.
30 Days of Night.
Yeah.
He was in that.
That's older Josh
I liked him
Hartnett.
in that. I like older Josh Hartnett. I did not like young Josh Hartnett. But once he's got a little grizzle on him,
I can see that. I can see that.
You know that's my style.
Yeah, I can
anyway.
see that. So going from that, we also started to see a lot of interest in Japanese horror via Ringu in 1998 and Audition. 1999. Audition was another fucking freaky ass movie. I don't know, something about, like, there was that scene in that movie where she had that man
You talking about
in
the dog
bag.
food scene?
Yeah, and she like vomited into a dog food bowl and gave it to him to eat.
See, I think I saw Audition too late because I don't know. I knew it was supposed to be fucked up, and I expected it to be way more fucked up than it was. And then I saw it, and I was like, I mean, you know, sometimes you vomit into a dog food bowl and you make somebody eat it.
Really?
No, I mean it was fucked up, but I just expected so much more fucked upness. That at the point where I saw that movie, I saw it too late. At the point where I saw that movie, things like the Human Centipede existed. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And so it was like, I knew it had this reputation
You've been
for being really
desensitized.
fucked up. Yeah, but like at the point that I saw it, I expected so much more. Like, I almost wish I hadn't seen it, because then it would be like, ooh.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely worse out there. I've seen it, trust me.
Yeah,
but
fucking Serbian
I mean,
film.
it's still... Don't even. God.
I'm not supposed to talk about that, am I?
No, the film you do not talk about. The film you do not mention is that.
That fucked Kenny up, dude.
I
didn't watch it.
I'm not even going there. God damn it. Now, like, you've done
He's
put that
fucking
shit
triggered.
in my
Oh my
head. I
God.
am triggered. Nobody watch that fucking film. It will fuck you up. Anyway.
Not in a fun way.
No, not in a fun way.
Not in a fun way.
So anyway, we saw some major players come into play in the 90s, such as Silence of the Lambs, which is the only horror
My
film
favorite.
to win Best Picture.
Absolutely. And it won Best Picture in what year? Do you know?
1990. It was 1994 or 5. What?
Bitch.
What?
Yep.
1991.
Do you know why I know that? 91.
Oh, shut up.
The year that brought you Cannibal Anthony Hopkins also brought you this piece of shit right here. Fucking love that movie.
Well, I didn't realize this, but The Exorcist was actually close to winning that in 1973.
Yes. Yeah. Exorcist
Which
was a
I'm
huge
kind
deal.
of... I'm a little bitter. I felt
That
like
it didn't?
Yeah.
I feel like the world wasn't ready. By 91, we were like, nah, fuck it. Sure.
I know. But, like, oh, so good.
The Exorcist was good. I mean, good is an understatement, but, like, Silence of the Lambs was just so beautiful in the way that it was crafted. I feel like anybody who loves true crime must love that movie, because it's just so... like that moment when she's like, can I use your phone? And she's like standing in his house, and then the whole dance scene. One of my favorite things to do with new friends is, like, they'll be riding in the car with me and we'll be going wherever, and I'll just, or they don't even have to be in my car. We'll be at a party or something, and I just, like, slowly put on Goodbye Horses on, like, I work it into the playlist, and then it comes on and I immediately know if they're my type of people or not. Or I watch the slow dawning realization that I am a fucking serial killer on their faces.
I fully believe that if you're out in public and you hear that song, you need to go.
See, the problem is that now I love it so much that it would backfire to where, like, if a man invited me to his home and we were having drinks and he put on Goodbye Horses, I would be so excited that I would miss the fact that he's gonna fucking murder me. Because you know Buffalo Bill liked them thick women.
Oh, yes, he did.
I mean,
he would have gotten
bugged.
all up in your shit.
He would. He would have liked these titties.
Like
to wear. He would just take them as a set.
Do they come with a set?
God, it would not have been good.
I love me some. That is one of my favorite moments. Is when he's obviously that iconic scene where he's dancing. Would you fuck me? I'd fuck you. I'm gonna be real with you. I may or may not have told myself that when I was
Here's
home
the
alone.
question: did you tuck your dick?
No, I haven't done that.
Okay. So if I was to reenact that scene, would I need to like put a dick on? Is that how that would work? Would it be more true to the scene? I feel like it would.
No, I don't think so.
No,
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Hmm.
You just need a really. I mean, you already like. You just
live in
need
kimonos.
you need a wig.
Come on.
You need a wig.
Okay.
And you would need a kimono, which.
Luckily, I live in those.
Yes.
I love a good kimono. God bless.
You
Am
have
I
plenty of
already
those.
Buffalo Bill?
Maybe.
Do we think?
Does that make me Hannibal Lecter?
Unkempt curly hair? Ooh, if only, my love. If only. I just love Anthony Hopkins, but I love Hannibal Lecter. He's my fave. I don't want to give things away. If you haven't seen it, they've seen the movie, but if you haven't seen all three of the movies, because the third movie was actually ruined for me. My mom ruined it.
Thanks, Scarlett.
She was like, "Yeah, that part where he's making that guy eat his own brain," and I was like, "God damn it, Mom."
I mean, I think it's fine to talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, well, I just did, so whatever. But go watch it; it's amazing.
And then, of course, who puts the lotion on its skin, or else it gets the hose again.
Absolutely, I felt for her when she had to threaten that dog. But I sure the fuck would.
Was she a really big? Was she a great big fat girl?
Was she a great big fat girl? That part gets me every time. Oh god! And then of course the Ted Bundy reference when he abducts that girl, where he's like pretending to be injured.
Oh,
that was a Ted Bundy thing.
No, he was trying to load a.
Yeah, he was trying
piece
to
of furniture,
but he was also injured. Like he was trying to load furniture, but he was injured, and he was like, "Oh, help me!"
That's right.
Yeah. Never ever. Don't fucking help people. Number one.
No.
Don't help people.
At night,
Fuck people.
if you are a woman, don't go to
Fuck
a van.
people.
Especially, like, there were so many red
call
flags.
a motherfucking moving service, bitch. No.
No, we don't do that.
But if you are going to help people, definitely don't get on the side of the object that they're putting into their creepy pedo van.
No.
Like, don't get on the side of the thing that goes up into the van. Like, don't do that.
Just don't help at all.
But also, don't fucking help
Just
anybody.
do what I do
don't help
and
anybody.
just, like, awkwardly, like, look the other way and just speed up.
The Haunted Heart podcast. Don't help anybody.
Don't.
We're gonna make bumper stickers.
That, hey.
Don't fucking help
Noted.
anybody.
Noted. So, yes. And then there was also The Sixth Sense.
I was wondering when you were going to mention The Sixth Sense.
Probably.
The era of twist endings.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Sixth Sense was
Did you
really good.
did you see that coming when you watched it the first time?
It was ruined for me on my bus.
Fuck.
I know, I was really fucking mad. I was really upset. But I did that thing where sometimes when things get ruined for me, I try to forget it before I watch it. So that was another one that I watched kind of late because I was trying to forget that I knew the ending. But I kind of already knew.
I didn't. It wasn't ruined for me.
Well, because
Did
at
I
that
watch
point,
that one
I don't
in
think
movies?
that had been done as much.
Did I watch that at the movie theater? I think I watched that one too.
Did you?
Yeah, I think I did. That one, I think it grossed like $293 million. I think that's like one of the top, like, highest grossing movies of the 90s.
It should be. I love Bruce Willis.
Oh, totally.
Genuinely.
And you had little, like, creepy Haley Joel Osment.
Mm-hmm.
That's who that was, right?
Yeah, that was Haley Joel.
I see dead people.
Every child.
I
in
had
a
a
90s
shirt.
film. That wasn't Macaulay
I
Culkin.
didn't have a shirt. My shirt said I see dumb people.
I remember that fucking shirt.
Remember a few episodes I told you guys that I had like
Kenny expressed himself
shirt-
through graphic tees.
through graphic tees. That was one of them. I see dumb people. There you go.
Go
The
ahead.
influence of horror movies in fashion.
Can we call it fashion? Are we going to call it
It is
fashion?
fashion. It is fashion.
I don't think
I think
so.
you need to shut the fuck up. Remember, I can have bread.
Oh, Brad. Why you gotta hit me there?
So,
It's fine. I'm gonna evolve into a next level unicorn creature. That's
What-
what they tell me happens when you give up carbs.
what I thought we would do is we would have sort of 90s, what do they call them? Is it a superlative?
Yes.
Is that what that is?
We're in 90s high school
We're in a
superlative.
90s high school superlative.
90s horror superlatives.
Okay. So what we're going to do... Oh, I'm sorry.
Side note. No, I have to share my fun fact. My fun fact is that I was voted most creative.
I
most
wasn't
unique.
voted for anything.
I was voted most unique. Most unique? Yeah. Yes. In high school. Most unique. That was me.
I wasn't voted anything.
Oh.
I wasn't
You know what you were voted?
even on the poll.
You were voted my favorite. My favorite motherfucker. My ride or die
I
bitch.
hated everybody.
I was ambivalently intrigued by everyone in high school.
I was just awkwardly trying to get through the day unnoticed.
You were just working on that buzz cut.
Shut up. So, all right, I'm going to start.
Okay. What's our first category?
First category is villain you'd smash.
Ooh, that's a hard one.
All right.
You know I like all of them.
I'm going to go first.
Okay.
Villain that I would smash,
Oh, sorry.
Billy Zane in Tales from the Crypt, Demon Knight.
Billy Zane and Tales from the Crypt?
Yes.
Okay.
Tales from the Crypt, Demon Knight. Have you ever seen that?
Yes. A long time ago. I remember very little.
I absolutely love Billy. That is one of my most favorite movies he has ever been in. I love him. So, for those of you who may not have seen it, it's a 1995 film starring Billy Zane, William Sadler, and Jada Pinkett Smith. And one of my favorite moments, because he was very seductive in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, he was a collector trying to collect this key, which would open the gates of hell, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And at one point, Jada Pinkett was the last one. She was your final girl, right?
Yeah. And a damn good one.
Mm-hmm. And he proposed to her to be his demon bride and join him down in hell. And when I tell you,
You wouldn't have been able to resist.
that would have been a hard choice for me.
It would have been difficult.
Something about that man, his voice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then you add that darkness into it.
Uh-huh.
Girl.
He's always had a very interesting voice. He can do a lot with his voice.
He has a quote. One of my favorite quotes in that movie is when he loses his disguise as it's whatever it was that he was trying to disguise himself as, and he comes okay, he's the demon, he's the bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
He comes in and he's like, "Fuck this cowboy shit, you fucking ho dunk, well then there, motherfuckers." And from that moment on, I was like, yes.
Yes, Lord.
Yes. And he cuts his hand, and he has that green slime that he just throws everywhere to birth demon spawn. Yeah, that's my pick.
I'm a little embarrassed of my pick. So I've already talked of my love of Hannibal Lecter.
Yes.
But Hannibal and I, we have a relationship that's based on more than just the smash. If I'm looking to just smash and roll, Lestat.
What? That's so, like, high school. Okay, you really are in high school right now.
I feel like I'm fangirling out. But he's just so, like, if I was going to smash and run, you know what I mean? If I'm going to smash and stay, I would probably pick Billy from Scream.
I was going to say, that's who I thought you would have picked. That was my guess.
That's why I picked Lestat.
Was Billy from...
Because, bitch, I gotta stay unpredictable. Yeah, you know me too fucking well.
That was my pick for you.
I love a man what's got problems. I love a man what has a furrowed brow.
Had many problems.
And a lot on his mind. And floofy, weird hair that stays perpetually in his face. You know, he was supposed to be, like, the next Johnny Depp, but then he just fucking disappeared into nothingness after he did, like, Scream, and he did, what other movie did he do? I was just talking about that movie the other day, because I got a girlfriend who really loves that movie, and she's gonna hate, she listens to the show, so she's gonna be really mad that I forgot the name of the movie, but, I can't fucking remember it. I'm sorry, Ash.
That moment where he, like, you start to realize that he's the killer, and he just, like...
Yeah.
Licks his fingers.
With the fake blood. Yeah. I feel
like
we could still talk about it.
corn syrup, and it's like, okay.
Yeah.
We can work this out.
I mean, you know, what if you didn't kill me?
What if I just joined you? Well, there we go.
I'm just saying. Yeah, but Lestat is also pretty hot, and I would probably also smash as I was making my way through. Make my way downtown. I'm so glad. Yes. I'm so glad that you got it.
Yes. Okay. All right. Next category. Best witches.
And should we both just say the craft?
And I feel like we're probably going to say the craft.
Should we just both say the craft at the same time?
Okay.
There's no other answer.
Well, it was a toss-up between the... Well, no, it wasn't a toss-up. It wasn't a toss-up. I originally had thought, like, maybe Blair Witch, but...
But it's not really in the horror space. But what year was Practical Magic released? Because I might have to say Practical Magic.
It wasn't really horror. I'm not 100%.
It wasn't horror. It was more like
I'm pretty sure that was 90s.
I think it was too. Sandra Bullock's hair. So I'm going to say
but
the craft with a contingency of Practical Magic.
You can't say that.
It's not really horror.
No.
Okay. Then the craft.
Yeah.
But I want it known.
Definitely. Yeah, that's my pick too. So the craft.
Fucking
1996.
Have you seen that meme that's like, oh shit, it's that scene where she's talking about where she's talking about Manon taking inside of her, that she can feel him inside of her. Have you seen that meme?
Well, it's like
when he got that bomb dick.
When he got that bomb dick. I feel him inside of me.
It's too true.
Yes.
It's too real.
We know. All right. Yes. So Fairuza Balk, fucking badass.
Always.
Rachel True, love her. Neve Campbell, of course.
That's my girl.
Queen of the 90s, right
always
there.
Always my girl.
Neve Campbell.
Queen of the always. I love her so much.
And Robin Tooney. Love them.
Mm-hmm.
And it was actually a surprise hit. So it ended up earning $55 million against a budget of only 15.
Wow.
So the witches came out to support.
For sure. It's difficult to believe that they had $15 whole million to put in that film.
For real. I'm like, where did the $15 million go?
Where was it?
What was that used for?
Did
the buffet?
Did we just pay Neve Campbell?
That's probably what it was. Cast. It did receive mixed reviews, with most people praising the lead actresses.
Yeah.
But negatively critiquing the special effects, towards the end of the film.
I mean, come on. My life goal is to be the witch who owns that shop.
Oh my gosh, yes.
That's all I want to be in this world. Just a super cool...
I would own it
background, badass. That would be us. Oh my god, if they remade The Craft, we would be the shop owners.
I believe.
They're gonna fuck it up.
Did you hear about them remaking fucking Charmed?
Yes, I'm very
Did
upset.
you see the trailer?
I'm not talking about it. I didn't see the stupid trailer. You cannot fucking remake Charmed. Charmed is Charmed. Leo is Leo. Cole is Cole. They're both so hot. You don't know what you should do. Should you pick the bad boy who's a demon because he's really hot and he can throw fireballs?
Cole.
Or should you pick the angel? Should you pick the fucking angel? I oscillated between the two because I wanted Cole so fucking bad. But then Leo was so good and he was a doctor. You know how I love them healers and them white lighters.
I always was Cole.
I mean, to be honest.
I always was.
To be honest, I think I'm probably more the Cole route of things.
Yeah, no. Holly, like, fucking cannot stay. She voiced, like, she actively went on Twitter and was like, do not fucking do this.
Because they fucking shouldn't.
She was like, she's like, do not profit off all of our hard work.
Right.
And get our name.
And
like,
fuck it up.
Yeah.
Yes. No, Charmed is still on TNT every goddamn morning. And let me tell you what, it's a good damn thing it is. Because that's the only thing that motivates me to get my ass up and go to the fucking gym.
For real.
God bless.
Like magic.
And we're in the Cole episodes right now. So I'm like, I always work harder during them. Because, it gets my energy levels up.
Uh-huh. And side note, Fairuza and Toonie both won MTV Awards for Best Fight in that scene.
Did they really?
Yes. Like an MTV award.
Bless it.
Love it. But that's iconic. A cult following, totally. We actually went to a movie party.
Yes, we
did.
At
the Alamo.
At Alamo Draft House. Uh-huh. They do showings at the Craft every so often. Usually every October, I think.
We had little rubber snakes. We had a rosary.
We did. They gave us rosaries.
Candles.
They were brave.
No,
glow
it was
sticks.
an LED. Glow sticks.
Glow sticks.
It was a LED glow stick.
Gotta
Still
keep them
great,
fire
though.
hazards up.
Amazing. Also iconic.
Yes.
So.
Very good.
All right.
Cough break. Maybe you can edit that one out.
Maybe I can. I'm pretty sure I can.
We'll see.
But maybe not all of the words that I'm saying now. So I just fucked myself over.
Another cough break.
Okay, so now we're going on to guilty pleasure. So this is a category that most people probably won't like. Well, it should be a film that most people don't like, but you enjoy. And for me, I love me some Bride of Chucky. I don't even like the Chucky franchise.
You don't, but you love Bride of Chucky.
The Bride of Chucky, I can watch anytime it is on. I can watch it and be completely fine. Something about the Bride of Chucky, and I think it all has to do with Jennifer Tilly. I have a really weird fascination with Jennifer Tilly, and I think it goes back to her voice. Something about voices, like Billy Zane, Jennifer Tilly, like...
You like an expressive voice.
Yes, I do.
I love Jennifer Tilly, though.
Yeah, love her. 1998, so, like, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect for her. The timing of the film was really great because it sort of, like, for me, it just sort of, like, introduced Chucky to that sort of, like, newer crowd, like, younger crowd.
Yeah.
Even though I had watched them previously, like, Child's Play, like, my mother would go and rent horror movies for us, and, I'd seen them. But this was actually the first time that the franchise dropped the Child's Play from the title.
Yeah.
Because there was no child in it.
Right.
And it's actually the second highest grossing film of that franchise. The first film being number one.
Yeah.
And so to promote the film, a little side thing, Chucky actually made an appearance on WCW Monday Nitro. Mm-hmm. And was on like a little
I've seen clips from that.
And he was just like haggling the wrestlers, and it was really funny. He makes several like your mama jokes.
Yeah.
And Brad Dourif, like, as the voice of Chucky,
mm-hmm.
That's another thing. It all just goes back to the voices. Like, he does such a great job with that.
I've never seen much, honestly. You're the horror guy. You've been steeped in this stuff forever.
For a very long time.
And see, I didn't start I was a fraidy cat when I was a little kid. And so I didn't start like really getting into it until probably like late 90s, early 2000s. But I've gone back and watched a lot of stuff as an adult. But I missed that experience as a kid because I was just like my imagination was way too overactive. Like I would fuck myself up like on nothing, like
Right.
literally nothing,
Right.
and I would fuck myself all up. So I didn't need that material to horrify me.
Right.
Until again, as we talked about when we talked about me and haunted houses, I realized that I myself am the most terrifying thing that could possibly
Well, I
be
was
out
sort
there.
of the same thing. Like, I would be, like, terrified, but at the same time, like, I wanted to be
Intrigue.
good.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I can't
I just fell in love with
leave-
final girls and decided that I wanted to be one, so I better study up.
Right, for real. I mean, you never know, like, when it's your time to step up and be that
sure.
final girl.
Absolutely.
Gotta
and
be
I'm,
ready,
and I'm
bitch.
ready. I'm ready every day.
And I can't leave this subject, and I can't leave The Bride of Chucky without my favorite quote. Is right after Jennifer Tilly gets turned into her doll, and she gets her little makeover with her little black leather jacket,
Uh-huh.
and she dyes her hair, bleaches her hair,
Yeah.
puts her little makeup on, gets her little boots on. She's got a little wedding dress, paints her nails black, lets them dry, and she just sits there and she's, Barbie, eat your heart out. Little gay me was like, love that.
That's me on my wedding day.
Yes.
That's what I'm going to say to you.
What's your guilty pleasure?
Tremors.
What the fuck?
I fucking love that goddamn movie. That movie is so fucking good.
I saw that a total of once because that
Oh my
sort
god.
of went into
It's
that realm of
so
sci-fi for me. So I was like, I'm good.
Tremors, fucking 1990 realness, serving you Kevin Bacon looking like straight
never-
up white trash.
I was never a Kevin Bacon fan.
Here's the thing, me neither. One exception, fucking Tremors. I am simultaneously disgusted and like really turned on by him in that movie. I'm disgusted with him because he's like everything from our hometown, like super white trash, nasty, and I'm somehow amazingly a little bit attracted to him. And by a little bit I mean marginally pretty medium-sized attracted to him. I'd fuck him. I wouldn't tell you about it though. I wouldn't tell you.
No,
You'd have to pull it out
I'm gonna
of
tell you
me.
what. I would be completely fine in that movie because it was all about just fucking stay where you are and be still, bitch.
Fucking stay inside, don't move,
Stay
don't do
inside,
nothing.
Don't move, don't do nothing. All right, I'll see y'all later.
Got it.
Good.
It's fine. I don't know what it is about that movie. I will watch it every single fucking time it's on TV. And Alamo Drafthouse has screenings of, the bitches should be paying us. They have screenings of Tremors every
Sponsorship.
so often. And
Leave the coin on the dresser,
Please.
please.
No, I love that movie so much. Every time it's on, and it's only on the shitty channels too.
Like
But I'll
TNT.
stop and watch
Is it on
it.
TNT? I feel like I've seen it on TNT.
Yeah. TNT will play
Totally.
it once every year or so. Usually in summer, I think. I don't know what it is. It's so improbable and terrible, but I just love it.
Yeah. All right, I feel you on that one. All right, next category. Best for laughs. For me,
Yeah.
Death Becomes Her. I didn't. That's actually. It is technically considered a horror movie. It's like horror, comedy, fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
So it's sort of like all three.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I just felt like
I just rewatched that recently.
I
So good.
bought that DVD for you recently.
That's why I rewatched it. Because you fucking bought it for me. Thanks.
Yeah, so that is a 1992 film with an amazing cast.
So
Like
fucking good.
Bruce Willis, Goldie Hawn, and the Lord and Savior herself, Meryl Streep.
God bless her. Obligatory mention of Alex Heisman.
Uh-huh. And I kind of want that to be like the end of that movie. I kind of want it to be how we are with this podcast. Like, We're just like eternally like
We just eternally keep on with
we're
our
sitting
bullshit.
here and we're just like falling apart, like trying to talk and just bleh, and the jaw drops. And I have to like hold your jaw up while you're trying to talk. That's how I want us to be.
That'd be beautiful.
Also interesting to note, it was the first film where generated skin texture was used.
Huh. When her head twists around?
Yep.
Yep.
And the
It
people
looked
that
really
worked,
good, too.
It really did. It did.
I mean, for 1992, it looked really good.
But the people that actually worked on that went on to work on movies like Jurassic Park.
Second goal in my life. To be the weird witch lady who gives Meryl Streep the magical potion. And also Goldie Hawn. Mm-hmm. Bitch.
Goldie Hawn.
Her beaded necklace that just perfectly hid her. Only time I've ever been... not the only time. One of the few times that I have been jealous of women who have small boobs. Because I could never, ever do that, baby. Beaded necklace? Are you kidding? I need like a fucking wagon wheel to hide all this.
Yeah. No, and that I always remember the huge high collar that she wore. Did
Perfect.
you know...
And that red dress
Mm-hmm.
that Goldie Hawn wore.
Did you know that in the scene where Helen and Madeline were fighting, Meryl actually accidentally cut Goldie Hawn's face with a shovel and left a faint scar?
Fuck.
Yes.
What was his name? Helen, Madeline. What was his name? Fuck, what was his name? No, it's an important, it's a cool thing that I just noticed when I rewatched it because I'm an idiot. Hang on. We're researching. Now you guys are getting to experience live how we research things. Ernest. Hang on. So her name was, Meryl Streep's name was Madeline, but they called her Mad. And Goldie Hawn's name was Helen, but they called her Hell. And his name was Ernest. So Madder and Hell.
Madder and Hell.
Madder and Hell, because they called him Ern. So if you put their names together, it's Madder and Hell.
I love that scene where they're like doing the fake.
Did you know that?
Friend me? No, I didn't.
Are you fucking proud of me?
I am proud of you.
It would have been better if
Way
I had
to
known
go.
his name, but I didn't know we were going to talk about it.
Where
so.
they're like doing their friend me, and it's like, man, hell.
Yeah, that's when I noticed it. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
The levels of depth that you get here on The Haunted Heart.
Right.
Just
Totally.
practically scholarly.
What about yours?
I feel like I have to go with Scream.
As a comedy?
Because I laugh a lot at that movie. It's really funny. It's
Okay.
really, really funny. Like the whole scene where Randy's in the house and like the killer's there. I was very worried about Randy, but it was
that
really
bitch gets
funny.
stuck in the fucking cat door.
If by that bitch you mean like my girl crush Rose McGowan forever.
Yeah, she's a little cray-cray now, though.
She is. But she's still hot, and they can't take that from her because Botox is the thing.
Yeah.
She had a gun leg, so I kind of have to love her forever. You know what I mean?
For real.
But
Okay.
I would say Scream, because I can't say Nightmare on Elm Street because that was in the 80s.
There were some in the 90s, but
Yeah, but
not
come
the
on.
one that you were.
Yeah, not the one.
Next category is scariest. For me, the scariest was The House on Haunted Hill.
Really?
Yeah, and it's not it scared me the most. It's like not so much now, but The House on Haunted Hill in 1999, and I can never pronounce this girl's name right. Famke Janssen. How do you say it? Please help me.
Famke Janssen.
Famke Janssen.
I think it's Famke Janssen. Famke Janssen.
Oh, God.
Whatever.
Yeah. Tay Diggs.
She don't listen, girl.
William Malone, Jeffrey Rush, Allie Carter, Jeffrey Combs. All of those really great people in it. There was something about the scene where they were looking down the hallway and you have, like, there's like a creature that's standing at the end and you just see his silhouette. and then all of a sudden he like violently shakes and just comes rushing towards the screen. There was that moment where they're looking through something, I can't remember, and it's an empty room, but when he looks through the like viewfinder, he sees through his camera, I believe it was through a camera, he sees like the doctor and his assistants, and they're like operating on a mental patient, and then all of a sudden like they just look up and look towards the screen. Freaked me the fuck out as a kid. So as a kid, like, that is probably the scariest one for me. It also marked the start of the production company Dark Castle Entertainment, which brought us amazing films like 13 Ghosts, House of Wax, and Ghost Ship. Loved Ghost Ship.
Ghost Ship.
Amazing films.
Yeah. I have to go classic. So I thought about this one because obviously this is a category that's going to come up. What's the scariest one?
What's your favorite scary movie?
What's your favorite scary movie? But I thought about it from
your mother's porno.
I thought about it from my perspective as like a kid, like what scared me back when.
Yeah.
It scared the shit out of me.
Oh, okay.
Scared the shit out of me. Because I had heard about that movie at school, or that it was technically a miniseries, but I'm calling it a movie. Fuck it. It's my podcast.
Sure.
I do what I want. So I had heard about it at school, and I heard about the drain scene first. And I was like, what the fuck? And just something about, even as an adult, something about the scene with Georgie in the boat where he has those yellow eyes, and that shot of him that is sustained with the yellow eyes in the sewer, fucking horrifying to me. Like, and I went and I saw the new one, and I liked the new one, and I thought Bill Skarsgård did an amazing job, and I thought it was appropriately scary, and it was funny to me. I laughed a lot in that movie, the new one. But something about the original film, like, and the way that the effects were done, they didn't do that thing in new horror movies where, like, they'll do an effect and show it to you very quickly and then pull you away from it. Or show you, like, a quick flash of it. Like, something about the sustained shot of Tim Curry in the Pennywise costume with those big yellow eyes and those fucking long-ass teeth, absolutely horrifying. The stuff of nightmares, even as an adult.
Yeah.
And something about the bad effects makes it even scarier to me.
Well, yeah, and then you also had Tim Curry. Like,
I mean, I love him.
Like, I don't think anybody else could have played that role.
No.
In that time. But him.
Yes. And Bill Skarsgård approached it, like, bless him. He did good, like, he paid good homage to Tim Curry, but he did his own thing.
Yeah, he totally made it his own.
And his Pennywise, totally different. His Pennywise would consider sleeping with. Very strange. I have strange emotions there. But Tim Curry's Pennywise is absolutely fucking horrifying.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, like, you know, it's no secret. I'm not the biggest fan of the original It.
Yeah.
I just find
it's a slog.
Well, I mean, I feel some type of way about it because, like, production companies, like, kept editing it back because they were like, I don't know if we want to, I felt like they watered it down a lot.
They did.
I'm just like,
when the new one was coming out, I read the book, and it took me for fucking ever. But it was really, really, it was a really, really good book, and there was a whole lot with, who's the bully? I forget his name. The bully in that, who ends up murdering his dad. Henry? Maybe? I have no idea.
I can't remember.
But the bully who ends up murdering his dad, there was a bunch of, like, backstory with him in the book that's not in either one of the movies. There's a scene where Bev is hiding, and she sees him putting animals into this fridge.
Ooh.
It's like a junkyard, and there's this old fridge, and he catches this dog and, like, puts the dog in the fridge, and he just, like, leaves it there to starve to death. And there's, like, backstory that he had done that before. It actually really fucked me up. That was part of the book the other reason that reading the book took so long is because you would have to stop and take breaks when stuff like that happens, because I don't
Yeah.
stand for anybody doing anything to animals.
Yeah.
But there was also a bunch of stuff with him where, like, there was this one really weird, I mean, it wasn't weird, but there was this one scene where he was with some of the other people and, like, another boy in his bully gang or whatever, and he, like, pulled down his pants and was talking about masturbating.
Ooh.
And he made the other boy, like, pull down his pants. And there were, like, these, like, homoerotic, like... Stephen King doesn't do anything subtly, so there were, like, these pretty severe homoerotic overtones
Yeah.
with him. And I just felt like that made his character a whole lot more interesting because he was more evil with the animals and then more just kind of layered, I guess.
Mm.
But they cut all that shit out for the
Yeah.
for the movies.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just like,
They cut the 14-year-old orgy too. So
Yeah. Well, yeah.
you know,
So
just gotta run a train sometimes
God
after
damn
you
it.
defeat an evil universe-devouring spider clown. You just gotta run an underage train.
Damn it.
It's a metaphor.
Katie, I thought we were going to get through at least one episode without talking about an orgy. Or
Nope.
trains.
It's not happening.
Damn it.
It's not happening. Gotta
Alright.
get it in. Literally.
So this last category.
Last category.
Overall favorite. And
No, but we gotta do the favorite final girl category.
Was that a category? 'Cause
I
didn't
fucking made
create
it
that
up. That's my category.
Surprise bonus round.
Asterisks.
All right,
Before
surprise
we do the
bonus
last
round.
one.
Surprise bonus round. Favorite
Yes.
final girl. You created the category. You go.
Halloween H2O.
Fuck you,
Bitch! That's why I created that category, bitch.
Fuck you.
And I already used Nev Campbell and also Halloween H2O.
Fuck you.
I'm ready, Mike. When she closes them fucking gates, after all the
Fuck
students go, and she
you.
fucking raps that chant, she's like, bitch, I'm ready. That's me when I have my midlife crisis.
Is it
That's what,
really?
that's what it's gonna fucking look like, and you know it. Like, only there's not gonna be a Michael. I'm gonna be having a psychotic break. Like, I just love her. There is no better final girl than Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah, I mean, I would have to say, like, that probably, because that's my overall favorite. Yes, I could say Scream, because
Yeah,
Scream.
that was my toss-up.
Um,
It was between Sydney and Halloween H2O.
Yeah, I mean, you could go, like, any number, like,
Lori.
any number of people that we have talked about, like, I mean, and Jodie Foster as a final girl, obviously, could be considered a final girl.
Yeah, I would absolutely consider her a
Um,
final girl.
I just wouldn't, I don't know, she was great, but, like,
but she looks
something-
like a rue with a good
what you look like
bag
in your cheap
and a
shoes.
cheap shoes. Did you know
Oh,
that he modeled?
Senator,
Did you know
love
that
your
he
suit.
love your suit? Did you know that he modeled that voice after Truman Capote and Katharine Hepburn?
No, I didn't know that.
That's why when you do a Hannibal Lecter impersonation, it can very quickly go into Katharine Hepburn because he modeled the voice
Interesting.
after that, after the two Truman Capote and Katharine Hepburn.
Interesting.
And that is my overall favorite, Silence of the Lambs.
Silence of the Lambs and H2O. I loved. All right, so a lot of the Halloween members, the community, don't really like H2O. I personally fucking love it.
I
It's
love
one
it.
of my favorites,
It's-
right behind the original. Probably.
It's fun.
Because it was so, again, 1998. So like, great year. You saw Jamie Lee coming back finally after several films where she wasn't in it. You were introduced to her son. Again, here we go, Josh Hartnett.
You just fucking love Josh Hartnett. You can't.
I did like him in the, yeah.
He was good.
Her mother was in it, which was excellent. You had LL Cool J,
Fucking, is it a horror film without Is it a horror film in the 90s without LL Cool J?
Joseph Gordon-Levitt was in
That's
it.
right. I forgot he was in that.
Yep.
Oh, shit.
Jodie Lynn O'Keefe. Michelle Williams was in it too.
Oh, well,
But-
I'm not very excited about her.
Yeah.
It's fine.
But yes, Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yes.
And the film was a tribute to Donald Pleasance, who had passed in 1995. And that's one of my favorite moments because when the movie opens, it's playing Sandman, and you see Nancy Stevens, who played the original Nurse Marion, and how she also made a return, and you realize that she had been taking care of Dr. Loomis.
Yeah.
All of that, I don't know. I just find that the film really embodies a lot of the 90s nostalgic elements.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got Creed in the soundtrack. Like,
Fuck
again,
yeah, Creed. Give it to me.
I was so into Creed.
I still have a Creed playlist.
It's still on mine, too.
Yeah. Some good shit.
I mean, again...
The thing with Creed, you have to sing... You have to sing Creed, only sing the vowels. Like, don't worry so much about the consonants at all. It's a really fun game. Mm-hmm. But do it while you're by yourself, because otherwise people going to call the police on you, honey.
So you had all of those that really just sort of made it... Like, to me, it's just quintessential, like, 90s.
Yeah.
I mean, you had, like, even... Looks like the girls had, like, their little... Catholic schoolgirl uniforms on, so it was just very like, because that still kind of reminds me of like The Craft a little bit, so it all just sort of pulled in together, so it's just like this perfect little melting pot of like 90s with like a dash of Michael Myers that I absolutely love. Another element that I really loved about the films was that it really it did so well with like building tension throughout the movie. Like tension was one of the like key drivers. It wasn't jump scares. Yeah. It wasn't like, it was like build up tension.
That's my main issue with a lot of horror films nowadays, and I'm glad to see that trend is reversing with things like It Follows and movies like that. I'm really glad to see the other one. What was it? It was the one about the illness where. And there was a red door. It was like a post-apocalyptic world. A Quiet Place is another one that also does a really, really good job of building tension. I wish I could remember the name of that other one. It was released around the same time as It Follows. But I'm glad to see that trend is reversing, because for a while, like in the 2000s, we had just a shitload of jump scares. And that got old quick.
I mean, you have
really quick.
They started... like technologies and like CGI started like becoming more of a thing. Yeah. So I mean that's a whole other like episode that we can talk about, like early 2000s horror and how that changed from like the 90s. Yeah. Because you started getting more technology into it, cell phones, like we could go on and on about that.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, no, I completely agree. The tension was amazing, and that's just what really sells it for me. And you know, I almost thought about putting it in my guilty pleasure category, but I don't feel guilty.
It's not a guilty pleasure.
I don't feel guilty.
Hell no. It's Jamie Lee Curtis being a badass bitch.
For real. Michael!
I will never be guilty about Halloween. Fuck yeah. My body is ready.
For the new film. Bitch, that trailer should be dropping early in June.
I know.
I'm gonna...
They're dropping the trailer.
Alright, hold my hand. I will promise not to watch it until we are together. It's going to be really hard because
you better not fucking watch it and then just pretend that you didn't, bitch. Because you were making me this promise.
And you're doing it on the podcast. It's going to be really hard because trying to wrangle you in to do something is like fucking... It's a task.
I've been busy since 1997, honey.
It's a task, honey.
It's true.
If I waited for you for some things, I would be waiting till the day
just I fucking die. Just come to my fucking place of employment.
I'm just gonna bust down the door immediately.
Look, it's fine. You probably could. It's fine.
Hey guys,
we all gotta watch this.
Yeah, totally. So yes, no guilty pleasure. I do have a few honorable mentions for films. One of my favorite opening scenes was the Wishmaster.
Yes.
He was another one that I almost put in my, like, wood smash category. The Djinn. Yeah. Not even in human form. Would smash in Djinn form.
Okay.
Just saying. Those tentacles that, like, came over his head.
It's going to get into a weird tentacle porn episode.
But then you had those pecs that had, like, I think they had, like, weird etchings on. But yes, that was a crazy fucked up opening scene.
Yes.
The Dentist. Did you ever watch that one?
No.
The
It's
Dentist.
just called The Dentist?
The Dentist.
I don't know.
Holy
I
fuck.
don't know that one.
This one was almost my most scariest because it just I have to watch that one through my hands.
Really?
Because it involves teeth.
Ooh.
And it's about this crazy dentist guy who finds that his wife is cheating on him. So he starts to go insane. And he, like, starts, like, fucking with people, like, in the dentist chair. And he, like, fucking uses all those crazy tools and, like, rips their fucking teeth out. And, like, it is awful. I think, and if I'm not mistaken...
Fuck that, dude.
No, that's my next one. Dr. Giggles was another one that I really loved that I think is severely underrated. I don't even remember that guy's name who was in that, but he played this crazy guy who escaped a mental hospital and he giggled. And he wanted to be a doctor, so he killed
It's all
people.
right there in the title for you.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty simple.
And he wanted to be a doctor. He killed people.
But that had Holly Marie... I believe that had Holly Marie Combs in it,
Did it
too.
really?
Yeah. She
I
was
feel like
in
I've heard about this movie.
But
I feel like I almost watched
it was
this movie.
filled with, like, stupid puns. It's like he killed a girl with, like, a thermostat and jabbed it down her throat. And he was like, leave that in for an hour. He would giggle.
I love shit like that, though. I live for shit like that.
Yeah. Oh, and I can't let 90s films go without mentioning Hellraiser 3 as probably my favorite quote when Pinhead takes those pins from his head, sticks them in the palm of his hands, and then spreads out and goes, I am the way.
Oh, yeah.
Oh!
That's a good scene.
I probably cream my pants every time he says that.
That's a really good scene. So I have a couple that I have to mention. Because it's 90s horror. And that's all I have to say about it. Not a favorite of mine.
The Ring wasn't 90s.
What was it? Was it early 2000s?
It was early 2000s.
What year?
Ringu, the Japanese, was in the 90s.
Oh. Well, fuck that, because I hate the fucking Ring anyway, so get the fuck out of here. I just didn't want fans of it to yell at me. So yell at me now, because I don't know when it fucking came out, because I don't like it.
Yeah, I think that was like 2000 or 2001.
The only thing about the Ring that I like is,
Actually,
God.
it might be a little bit later than that.
You remember that drag performance where that
Victoria
drag
Elizabeth
artist
Black.
did? Was that Victoria Elizabeth Black?
Yeah, that was Victoria Elizabeth
Fuck
Black.
yes, I love her.
She
She did
crawled out of the TV set.
Samora.
Yeah.
What the fuck is her name?
Some.
You guys can tell we're real big Ring fans.
I'm not a huge Ring fan.
No.
I'm not a big like early 2000s horror fan in general.
Some of it's okay, but she's I
Samora.
never got.
Yeah, I think it's
I
Samora.
think it is Samora. But you guys should Google that Victoria Elizabeth Black, the Ring drag performance, because it is pretty fucking bad. It's better than the movie. Fight me. Candyman though was in the 90s.
Candyman, yes,
Candyman.
that was almost on my list as well.
Candyman freaked the fuck out of me as a child.
I have something. Okay.
And also, Misery.
Oh, of course, you can't go without Misery.
Now, somebody argued me down about Misery, and they were like, would you really call that a horror movie?
Yes,
and I was
it's a
like,
fucking horror
if a
film.
bitch shackled you to a bed and completely hobbled you, would you, and that bitch was Kathy Bates, would it be a horror film for you, baby?
That is a fucking horror film.
Absolutely.
Yes, it is.
Absolutely.
Oh, yes, it's totally
Yes.
a horror film.
Very good. I want to read the book for that, too, but there's too much Stephen King in me right now. I feel like I gotta wait a couple years.
Yeah, like Detox from...
Too much It.
Detox from It.
1,400 pages. Ugh.
Yeah, those are really excellent. Candyman, I think that's also a franchise that's underrated.
It's good. Well, I think it's appropriately rated.
No, I think it's underrated because you don't see, like, especially having, like, a villain like that. Like, you do feel sorry for him.
Yeah.
And you can sort of relate to him. And, like, yes, the sequels were a little, like, meh.
Yeah.
But the original one was very much about, like, it had a lot of, like, racial commentary in it, which was really cool for the time. And
I like that it kind of treaded that boundary.
Horror, like person of color in, like, in that villain realm. And I just don't think he gets enough, like, credit. Like, he was badass. Like, he had that fucking long ass coat, the fucking the bees
Yeah.
I mean, like, come on now. Like,
Yeah.
I just don't think he gets enough credit. Like, you just don't see a lot of that character.
Yeah.
So, in that aspect, I think it's definitely underrated.
Yeah. And I love a good horror film that is, like, kind of treads the boundary between horror and urban legend. And, like, I love that area of horror. And I wish that was something that was maybe a little bit more explored now.
Totally.
Because I think we've kind of gotten out of that as much.
So.
I want to see a Bloody Mary movie.
There probably is. It's probably a B movie.
Yeah, but they're terrible. But I want to see, like, a good one.
Who would you have to play Bloody Mary?
Lady Gaga. I'm sorry. The film actress Stephanie Germanotta. Because that's how she's credited in the film.
So, I have a little surprise game.
Okay.
A little mini surprise game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't expect you to... Because I probably wouldn't know this either.
I'm not going to do well. It's fine.
It's fine. I'm setting you up for failure.
It's cool. You know? So am I.
This is a game, a tagline matchup game. So, I'm going to say a tagline, and I want you to try to guess what movie
Are you going to give me options, or do I just have to fucking pull it out of my ass?
I just want you to guess.
Cool. All right. Good.
Okay, first one.
It's going to go well.
First one. Now, remember, these are all 90s taglines.
Okay.
We may have already talked about some of these as well.
Okay.
And so, yeah, let's just see. All right, first one.
I'm going to fuck it up.
First one. Check in. Relax. Take a shower.
Check in, relax, take a shower. I'm not looking at your screen.
And you guys that are listening, try to guess too. You can play along too.
I'm fucking R. Kelly's Motel? What is it?
Psycho, the remake with Vince Vaughn.
Fuck. The remake? Fucking, this shit's rigged.
Alright, so let's see if you can guess this one.
Okay.
Someone has taken their love of scary movies one step too far. Solving this mystery is going to be murder.
Their love of scary movies too far.
You have to get this.
Oh, I'm so scared. Is it Scream?
Yes.
Okay, good. I wanted to say Scream immediately, but I was like, it's a fucking trick question.
No.
Okay, good.
Yes. Scream. Ding, ding, ding.
Yay! Fuck
right.
yeah.
All right. The next one. The comedy that gives horror films the backhand. And I'm going to try to say these with my like movie voice as well. We haven't talked about this one.
We haven't talked
No.
about it.
Not on the podcast. I have mentioned it to you while talking about this episode.
Episode?
Via text.
Oh, via text. Oh, shit. I don't know.
Idle Hands.
Ah, okay. All right. That makes sense.
Okay.
We didn't talk about, I did remember, why the fuck did I remember this? In the context of I Know What You Did Last Summer, we didn't talk about its greatest contribution to the world, which is the song To Wiki by Hooverphonic.
Oh. Yeah.
On every single Sexy
that.
Time playlist that I ever make.
We will post that on our private Facebook group,
Maybe.
which you can join.
Maybe if you join the Patreon, I dance to it for you.
Maybe
we both will.
I will record it. She will dance to it.
You might
Yes,
not
she
like
will.
it.
All right, next one. If you can't breathe, you can't scream. We did not talk about this.
If you can't breathe, you can't scream. I don't know.
Anaconda.
Ah, motherfucker.
1997.
Shit. How did we miss Anaconda? I thought Anaconda was later, honestly.
No, 1997. That almost made it. That almost made it onto like. That's probably like, that's something I would nominate for maybe like a cringe-worthy category. Yeah. All right, next one. Drink from me and live forever.
That's Death Becomes Her. No.
No.
Wait. That was in Death Becomes Her. Drink from me and live forever?
We did talk about this.
Oh, bitch. Okay.
This is someone, and we've talked about this on a couple of episodes.
Oh, no. Now I'm freaking out. Okay, wait. Drink for me. and live forever. It's something that I know.
Yeah.
And it's something that I really
You've
like.
actually said the words to it earlier.
God damn it. What is it?
Interview with a Vampire.
I'm leaving. I'm leaving the podcast. Fuck you. List that.
Caitlin, you're canceled.
Jesus Christ. We talked about that on like 2 episodes.
Right.
Or 3.
All right, see if you can guess this one.
Okay.
They say there's nothing new under the sun, but under the ground. ... We have talked about this on this episode.
On this episode? Okay,
yeah.
Well, there goes my answer. So it doesn't sound like it was for a very... What? No, it's fine. Let me embarrass myself. You don't have to help me. What is it?
I wasn't helping you. It's Tremors, bitch.
Fucking Tremor. Wait, give it to me again. Oh.
They say there's nothing new under the sun, but under the ground.
Fucking.
...
Is that the only tagline for that movie?
That's the only one that I could find.
Really? Is it on the poster?
Yes.
Fuck you. I was distracted by Kevin Bacon's white trash appeal.
Let's see if you can guess this one.
I'm really disappointed with myself that I missed the Tremors one.
We dare you to say his name 5 times.
Fucking Candyman.
Yes!
Fuck yeah, Candyman!
Ding, ding, ding.
Thanks.
All right.
I like that you put some easy ones in so that
Last
I could
one.
not be
Yeah,
a total
I was
piece of
trying not
shit.
to. All right, last
You
one.
probably put Tremors on there thinking that I would get it because I fucking love that movie.
I actually didn't know you liked that movie.
Oh my god.
But I was trying to find movies like that we hadn't like really talked, like I wasn't talking about.
Bitch, you didn't know my list.
But you threw
You
that.
didn't
I didn't
know
know your
my
list,
list.
so I didn't know you were going to bring up Tremors.
Fucking Candyman and Tremors.
All right.
We talking about it.
Last one. Hold on, let me get this one close. The Master of Horror unleashes everything you were ever afraid of.
Wes Craven's New Nightmare?
The Master of Horror. We've also talked about this.
Fucking.
This episode.
We've talked about every single movie in the
how
world.
many Masters of Horror have we talked about this episode?
I mean.
Oh, well, yeah.
Let me think. What do we talk about? What are your favorite 90s horror movies? Start the podcast over.
No!
I'm not ready. What is it? Give me a clue. There's that lip smacking.
Oh, shit.
We gotta comment on that. We're supposed to stop.
Okay. Well, anything that I say is going to immediately give it away. Oh, man. It's It.
Oh, motherfucker. Stephen King, master of horror. I don't consider him a master of horror.
What?
Okay. All right. I read his book.
You
man.
just, like, offended.
Everyone unsubscribed. That's not true.
Listen.
That's not true.
I do not agree.
No, that's not true. I do consider him a master of horror. I'm just mad that I got the question wrong because I'm an idiot. I got stuck on Wes Craven and I couldn't let it go.
Yeah. So that's it for my tagline matchup game, to which you failed miserably.
I fucking whiffed it so hard. I'm not good at being put on the spot, man.
I know. I did throw that one on you.
It's all good.
But
I'm
cool.
not ashamed.
No.
I missed the Tremors tagline. I'm most disappointed in that one. Not even the It one.
And the Scream one.
Is that the only tagline for It?
Yeah, yes.
Because I thought there was another one, like a shorter one.
That's the only one that I could find.
Okay, you guys look. Find a poster from anywhere. I don't even care if it's from here. Find me another fucking tagline.
Right. How did you guys do? Let us know in our comment section.
Let us know. Let us know what favorite 90s film that is your fucking favorite that you have posters all over your room right now and you're fucking seething with rage because we didn't talk about it at all.
Right.
Let us know.
Take our superlatives, our 90s superlatives, and leave a comment and let us know what your favorite overall favorite is, the scariest, your guilty pleasure, all of that good stuff. Let us know because I am so interested. I love talking about horror. I consume horror like Katie consumes true crime.
Yes.
Like, that is my bag.
That's his thing.
I love it. So if you want to talk to me, I will definitely get into some meat with you. I might argue with you a little bit, but that's fine. It all comes from a place of love and respect. So, that is our episode for this evening.
It is. And come hang out with us on our socials. We already talked about it. But come play. Really, really check out the Patreon. It's a really cool thing, and we want to build it into a super cool community. We can do a lot of like awesome audio content, visual content, video type stuff there that we can't necessarily do on Facebook. But join the Facebook group too. And come play with us. Come play with us.
Come play with us. I am going to go watch a 90s horror movie now, I feel like.
Fuck yeah. Let's do it.
Awesome. All right, guys. I guess this is where we end it. Until next time,
Stay spooky.